Welcome to the Culture Podcast, everyone. This is episode 2. We are your hosts, Lindy
Ben
and Alex.
and today we're going to be discussing the topic, does dressing the part make you famous?
Yeah.
Take it away, Alex.
So our intro was done by Justin Al Yang. That's Justin A with 4 Ys, as Lindy would say. And his SoundCloud and YouTube is Zenix, Zenics. That's on his
it.
SoundCloud and YouTube.
Beautiful.
So I'm just going to make a fucking blanket statement.
All right, let's go.
There are 2 types of people in the world. People who don't give a fuck about the way they dress and act, and people who invest a lot of time in their image. Do you agree or don't agree?
Yeah, there's 2 types of people in this
If we
world.
make a fucking broad blanket statement.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Examples, right? There's 2 different types of people in this world. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys seen that show before, but Ugly Delicious.
I've seen a little bit here and there.
Ugly Delicious, David Chang.
It's the-
Okay,
It's
I
like
think
a food
David
show.
Chang.
Yeah, he's like a really controversial artist, controversial
chef.
chef in this
Chef.
world. Yeah, but there's this one guy in particular that kind of like comes out at me. His name's David Cho. I only just heard about him recently, so I won't be offended if you don't know him, 'cause I didn't know him recently. But yeah, I guess on that show, what came out to me was like he kind of like sweats like the vibe. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about what you think. But then in saying that, it just felt so new and fresh to me that he just felt like he didn't really care. So he didn't really upkeep an image about himself. He kind of looked like homeless.
But he stood out to you.
Yeah, he stood out to me because he didn't care what people think.
Right.
Yeah, so like just to give you guys an image of what this guy looks like, he's kind of homeless looking. He's an artist, so he like does painting, I think. He does painting and he's got like a real whiskey beard, like a real long ass.
I checked out his Instagram
Yeah.
like before and I saw like, I think he like plaited his beard or something. Was that? just
Oh no,
me?
he recently dyed his hair blonde.
Oh.
Yeah,
So he has like the old Confucius
Yeah.
whiskers and beard.
yeah, Confucius looking kind of
It's
guy,
that
but
image.
but pretty much he looks like a homeless guy. And yeah, I really admire that. So that was really cool to like know. And there's other people in this world that are like really you know,
Conscious?
really conscious of their image, I guess. And it's a big like contrast between the two. Like a lot of influencers in this world, a lot
Yeah.
of travelers and stuff like that.
So I guess we want to think of like that upon ourselves, right? As a creative, like, do we have an image that we want to portray, or do we not give a fuck as a creative?
That's
right?
that's always a problem, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is like, do I just want to show people what I'm like, or just like, I don't know. It could be like your personality. Like some people just don't care to show.
Yeah.
People who like to show what they're like. It's like that.
Who like to be out there. So like
Yeah.
more like would it be like introverted, extroverted,
It's
or
like
is
the-
just
Yeah. It's like the introvert extrovert like problem. But anyway,
what about you, Ben?
lately there's a problem that I've been facing. Okay.
Back to doom and gloom, Ben.
Doom and gloom. So the problem I've been facing lately is that like somebody gave me like some harsh words lately.
Oh really?
There's somebody close. It's as like criticism, constructive criticism.
Okay.
Okay.
So pretty much it's like you're getting the clients that you're dressing. Like the way you dress, or the way your images reflects on the clientele that you have.
yeah.
All right.
So I was like, oh shit, that's pretty true. Like I want to go for more like higher end clients or like better clients with like a better image that I kind of align myself with, right? But then you have to like dress the part as well. That's the struggle, really.
Was
Yeah.
this piece of constructive criticism like aimed at you? Like they weren't saying like you dress poorly or anything, right? It was just more like advice,
Yeah, no,
like
it was
as a whole.
So yeah, advice as a whole.
Oh,
so
I
just-
literally thought someone was like to Ben like,
oh no,
you dress
no.
like shit. You're not gonna get clients that way. I literally thought that's what you meant by like
No,
someone
no,
was
no.
like someone gave me some harsh criticism lately.
It was a harsh truth.
Right.
So I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So like I made like a Pinterest board and fucking
Pinterest board.
I showed you guys this before, but
Yeah.
I made like a Pinterest board of like what I want to wear. I'm like I've never really cared about like my image so much.
Right.
It's just like, oh yeah, bro, like
Ben has like 5 shirts in his wardrobe.
I literally have like 10 shirts. Yeah, like,
5.
not even kidding.
Yeah.
I only wear 5 of those though.
The way you want to dress yourself to sort of find the clients that you're after, like do you still think that's you? your style. Like you're not going like out of style or anything, right? It's like it's
out
still
of your way.
yeah, it's still similar to like the way you dress. Because I remember when Ben showed me the mood board, I was literally like, oh yeah, you already like
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
dress like this. It's literally just like a game up.
Yeah, just
It's
better
like
clothes.
It's just like there's casual and there's like semi-cash.
I guess like the next level in like dressing is kind of like tailoring your shit, but I guess
Okay.
like no, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do though.
Yeah.
Like at least. But yeah, so I'll just give you a little story about this other guy that I like. This is pretty much relates exactly to what I'm saying. There's this guy that I grew up with, kind of like an acquaintance that I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And every time I meet him, and when we're young, when we're old, he's always dressed nicely. He's always dressed like a corporate like motherfucker that looks like freaking
Swag.
swag. No, not swag. That's like 2009, bro.
Like professional.
Yeah, he's always dressed professional his whole life. Like he's always looked like, you know,
On point.
he's always looked on point, like real clean, like clean shaven dude. And recently, I just discovered that he's working in like one of the big four. So he's got a pretty good like role in life now. Like big four, as in like business, finance stuff. Yeah, so
Something we don't.
So are you saying
something that
talk
we
about.
don't go into.
So you're saying he dressed for success before he was successful? kind of
Yeah,
thing?
so I feel like he dressed for success before he was even success. That's fuck off. Before he even succeeded.
But I think dressing the part makes you confident.
It puts you in that mindset, right?
Yeah, it puts you in that confident mindset to be like, okay, like this is what I'm out to get and I'm going to get it. And this is like the first step, right? I mean, like, I feel like if you dress like a bum, I'm not saying it's wrong. I dress like a bum. But I'm saying like if you dress a certain way, you'll feel a certain way. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, it gives like confidence because you know you look good. You're wearing a type of clothing. You're
Ben
like,
just
yeah,
checking
I look
himself out in the
good.
mirror.
I don't care. I don't even need to look in the mirror because I know I look good today.
All right, we're moving on.
But
But I,
that's what I want to do. That's what I want to feel.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of have a similar story to Ben. I remember like when I used to go to vet school, even though my vet is terrible, but I went to vet school with some of my primary school friends,
Yeah.
and it was like his last vet school week because he was moving to Melbourne, and
Yeah.
then he was like to me, "I'm gonna miss you and your weird clothes."
Wait, what? Wait,
Because at that time I was still being like dressed by my parents, I guess. Not like dressed,
Yeah.
but like I would get clothes from like my family. I wouldn't like get
Yeah.
clothes for myself.
How
Yeah.
old were you?
Yeah.
Probably like grade 6, grade 7. So I was wearing these like like mint blue sky shirts with cars on them. As like a 10,
The
11 year
off-brand
old.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay. And that struck me differently. I was like wearing these like orange Billabong shirts. It was really fucking bad.
Quicksilver, Billabong.
Yeah,
Nothing
exactly.
wrong. Nothing wrong with it.
So I didn't literally, at that point, it didn't cross my mind like, oh, I can have a fashion style. I can dress myself a certain way. It's just like whatever's in the cupboard, I just wear it.
Yeah. I
But
feel like
like-
that's pretty common with all of us. As kids, though. As
Yeah.
kids, we're like, you never really cared about it. But for someone to actually go
Yeah.
out of their way and be like, I like your weird, I'm going to miss your weird clothing. That's something else,
It was
mate.
kind of eye-opening. And then I guess recently now
Yeah.
that I've gotten money,
Yeah.
I kind of invest a lot into myself. Like I'm kind of more conscious about my clothes and my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I put money aside to kind of treat myself a little bit and get a nicer haircut, even though my hair's quarantined out at the moment. But
Yeah.
that's kind of my story.
True. Yeah. That's why I think that's why like it's really true when people say like you feel a certain way when you dress a certain way. Like
Yeah.
it gives you that confidence. Like obviously like for girls when they wear heels, it's like
Yes. That's a statement.
I want
bro.
to strut down that lane. Like
How
And
you
hopefully you
wanna
don't trip and fall.
yeah.
be. Yeah.
Yeah. And compared to when you're wearing like thongs.
Yeah.
There's a big
that's true.
difference, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
I get that.
yeah. So I believe in that.
Yeah, just wear with
okay.
confidence.
Wear with confidence, and that will attract certain clients. You reckon? Well, obviously, like there's
I guess that kind of leads into
I was
what we're
saying,
trying to say. Yeah.
yeah, I was saying to Ben before, like obviously there's an industry standard for like whatever industry we're in. So obviously we're in creative, and we have so much freedom in the creative industry to dress how we want, right? But at the same time, what comes with that freedom is like, how do we want to
Portray ourselves.
portray our
Yeah.
image as a creative?
I
And
agree with
like, yeah. and compared to like an industry where it's like business and finance, you obviously have that standard where you do wear suits, you do wear like ties and keep a clean look to meet your clients.
Yeah. So when you hear like professional, you think of like suits or
Yeah, I
like
think
Yeah.
very corporate.
business
yeah.
attire,
Yeah.
corporate stuff, right? But for creative, because at least me, I like hate wearing suits and stuff. I don't like dressing formal
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So when I want to be professional in like a setting, I can't really think of something. So like
Adds like a tie to his
yeah, like
shirt.
do I add a tie? Like what do I do?
True.
But like let's say I'm meeting a client. Like the things I wear, I just try and keep it black. That's literally all I do. I don't really have anything else that kind of shines.
Right.
I don't really go that.
You don't want to stand out.
Yeah, I don't really wear anything that stands out. It's just like, yeah, okay, this looks not professional.
Yeah. not professional.
Yeah. So then I just wear
Yeah.
this. But then obviously, because example, random story. Like this kind of goes in hand with your image. But like my mate, I had a meeting with them, and then they brought like an iPad and like a pen.
Yeah.
You know how like, I don't know, you usually bring like, you know, your fucking notebook and then you write it in, write notes and
Notebooks
stuff.
in the past.
And then you bring like but when you bring an iPad or something and you write notes in that, it's so much more better and like so much more of a pleasing experience.
So Ben's
I don't know.
saying everyone
Just
needs
buy
an
an iPad.
iPad.
And look professional as fuck.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's just like the image that like kind of extrudes from you when you have like I have my iPad, I'm ready, I can write this
Yeah.
down. Like,
Right.
and then the whole experience was so much more immersive because like they'd like draw something and I'd be like, oh cool, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of manipulate it and it's a lot more interactive that way.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's just me trying to like rationalize getting an iPad. Like literally that's why I want one.
Just to take notes.
Just so I could flex, but that's a secret.
It's true though, like when you carry
Exactly.
when you carry like a device to a meeting or something, it sort of fits like the whole image. And from
Yeah.
my experience, it's like when I went to meet corporate clients, I'd have that perception in my head that I need to wear something that's more presentable. So I'd wear like a suit jacket or something, like not like a full suit jacket,
Yeah, yeah,
but just more like so I look well put together. I wouldn't rock up in like
Jeans and a shirt.
shorts or anything like that.
Bed
Like,
hair, like
yeah, like I would
yeah.
wear either like slacks, a belt, or something like that, just to look a little bit cleaner. But when I meet my less corporate clients, I'm literally in like the most casual clothes because
Yeah.
I want to be approachable. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm like up here and then my clients are like here, like you don't know shit. Like listen to me, I'm talking to you. Sort of thing. Yeah. So I think it really plays a part in how you find your clients as well as what clients come to you.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why, that's the problem I've been facing, right? You just want to show the image that you want to reflect on other people, so then those people can approach you.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a balancing act, trying to find the right balance of being professional and authentic. You trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you got to have like, in a way, two personalities. Oh,
Yeah.
not two personalities, but like two images
Two
of
images.
yourself.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
one side is like, I can be professional, and another side is like, oh yeah, I'm cool, I'm fun, I'm awesome.
Right.
So
I'm fun to hang
yeah.
out with.
So like, let's say for example, a business approaches you.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I want to know what this person does. So they go onto your website, and then they see your professional side,
Right.
and then it depends on the client, I think, but they will explore your personal stuff as well, because
True. Like I know personally I do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like I want to know the face behind this business sort of thing.
exactly, I want to know the person. I want to know
The story.
I want to know their story because honestly, I feel like a lot of people can do similar things. It's just the personality
How
that
you
kind of sets you
can-
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can connect with that person just from like looking at their photos.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Because because it's so hard to communicate. If you and the client are on different wavelengths, it's so hard to get anything creative in the way. I feel like.
Yeah.
But if they trust you, you trust them. Same wavelength, same humor, shit like that.
Yeah.
You can make something good.
Just like in uni when they say building your image is important, that goes to say like your portfolio.
Yeah.
And then I think everyone, not everyone, but most people will do this where they have like 2 social media accounts.
I think it's
Right.
pretty common now. Everyone's
Yeah.
doing like a million accounts.
Even
one
us.
for,
Yeah,
one for
super
food,
normal.
one for travel, one for work.
Yeah.
For me, I have like right now my sort of like my work life and my personal life is combined into one account, and I'm finding it really hard to like
Build a brand.
build a brand and build an image that
Like
will cater to my business.
like something more consistent,
Yeah.
so people can from the outside just
Yeah,
looking in.
because I heard someone say like your brand is just you, right? Like, so why can't you have the things that you love in one place? So I tried that and it didn't work because I was like, it looks messy. It sort of looks, I don't know, like in a way it's like, yeah, I'm posting what I want, but at the same time it's like, will people go to my Instagram to check out my photos, like my personal life, or will they go to check out my work? So that's hard.
I think especially when starting off, this is like super crucial when you're starting off, that like you want to kind of split up those worlds, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody doesn't, like a potential client doesn't want to go to your account and see you like at the beach,
Partying
like,
with the Hennessy.
yeah, with the Hennessy in one hand, like
Half naked.
in the other. Like they just want to get straight to the point. They want to be like, okay, this person is, what work can this person do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's so much easier to be like, okay, like this is my personal account, but here is my work account. And my work account would be like where I post all my illustration work. And it sort of puts you in that mindset to keep posting work around that as well. Because like for my personal and my work account when it was together, it was like, what do I post? Like, do I post an artwork today or do I post a personal photo? And I was always like struggling between that. And then I ended up just not posting anything.
yeah.
Or just or just feeling like I'm really restrained, like to
Okay,
post certain things at certain times, and it was just hard. So now that I've bridged out 2 accounts, I can focus one on work, and then I have my like personal one, which I feel is quite nice. Like if a client approaches me for my work, here it is. If they want to know a little bit more about me, maybe just like stalking,
Yeah.
then here it is.
Like I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but like what I have on my Instagram account is just my personal, so you can see everything that I do. Yeah, it's probably not. The more I say is not good.
But then everything that you do is like,
Relate to work, right?
yeah, your photography.
Kind of. Well,
Your shoots.
like I do post that stuff, and then I guess I don't really post any party stuff.
Yeah,
When I do that. That's like
party stuff.
no, I
You
don't-
mostly just with your peers or
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
doing shoots or other things.
But then, like going into what you say, it's when I post, right, I'm a lot more conscious of clients because I know clients follow me, and I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything. I can't go ham and like post me like fucking, you know,
Me in front of the mirror.
just doing a little flexy flex, me partying when I should be doing work or something like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I guess when you say that, it kind of puts me on edge.
If you're conscious of it.
But yeah, I guess I'm really conscious about like not posting that stuff anymore then. So I don't really post that stuff. I post just work related things or artistic type of stuff.
Autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess like you usually just post a story anyway, and it's usually like just us eating.
Just food.
Yeah, just food.
Yeah, and in the bio it's just my website.
Yeah,
So-
but I have this like the situation back then where I went like clubbing with my friends and stuff. Yes, Lindy goes clubbing. Lindy's not old. And that was during the same time when my work was on the same account. And I was literally like, if someone was looking at this and they saw my portfolio, and then they see my stories, like they follow me to be like, oh, maybe she'll post more illustration work. So I'll follow her.
Yeah.
And then they'll see my story and I'm full like, yeah.
Hard stuff.
Yeah, like I feel like that's really unprofessional, and like I still did it anyway because at that time I was literally like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
this is me.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So would you say having a consistent and solid image is most important when you're trying to establish a relationship with a client or another creative?
I think consistency 100% is key. That's the thing that I realized the most.
Right.
Is that people don't want to be guessing what you're about. I
Yeah.
think. They're just
True.
like, oh, who is this guy?
And
Oh,
once they have to guess, then they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just gonna exit, like, and unfollow or
Yeah.
go find another account.
yeah, people are savage these days, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And the internet is
Yeah.
pretty wild. these
Yeah.
days.
click an account, you're like, I don't get it. I can't be bothered thinking, and you just like.
But
freak
I'm
out at it.
I'm sure you guys done this thing where like you go through who you're following, and you sort of check their account, and then if their stuff doesn't really appeal to you anymore, you just unfollow,
Yeah.
right?
Especially when my following number is a bit too high. I'm just like, I need to cull some people.
No, I think it's important to like split the two, because obviously I have my website and then have my like personal Instagram to post whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
So then if a client comes up to me, I'll be like, yep, check my website out, bro. Look
Oh.
at that. Yeah. So then Instagram is more of a fun, artistic thing for me, I think.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like they said, like Instagram is where most clients find you nowadays. That's why like
Yeah.
people are
Crazy.
so focused on like curating an image on Instagram.
It's just so easy. That's why.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, it's like, gotta work on that. Consistency is key. I like that. And I'm sure like people can do both, like personal and
Well, personal doesn't matter though because you're not appealing to anyone, right?
Yeah, you don't have to
Just
follow.
be
You
yourself.
True.
don't
Just
have
be
to
yourself.
curate a feed and make it
Yeah.
look nice. You can just do whatever you want.
whenever
Yeah.
I want.
And then for like the business thing, you
That's
gotta
when you
curate
care.
it a little bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
So I guess the question is, does dressing the part make you famous?
You wanna? Yeah, Ben, you go first. What do you reckon?
I think that it does.
It sounds so robotic.
I think it does.
I think it does. But I think I enjoy the people who kind of seem more authentic online, like who kind of like don't care online, but they care. You know, like they nail that balance for themselves, and they care enough to get these brand deals, but they don't care enough to swear and like be themselves.
the first person I thought of when you said that was Lauv. I
For
don't know
you?
if you know too much, but like on his Instagram, he doesn't give a fuck. Like he literally doesn't.
Yeah.
And like he's like a worldwide phenomenon. Like everybody loves him. He's so cool, so relatable. And I think the world's going into an area where you don't have to be like a picture perfect
Yeah.
like person. Like obviously for your business side, like you don't have to be picture perfect. It's just show a little bit of vulnerability is good sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
For me, that person would be, even though I don't watch him too much nowadays, but
Yeah.
David So. Like,
yeah.
he's not afraid to, like, cuss someone out for being, like, fucking stupid on the internet.
Yeah.
But then he gets a brand deal by, like, Dr. Jup for a skincare routine, and he's a guy.
Oh really?
That's fucking insane to me. So, yeah, that's who I picture.
I
Yeah.
can't think of anyone. Like I noticed that you guys both listed like male figures, and I'm trying to think of a female figure that literally posts like shit that she doesn't care about, but she still gets like endorsements and stuff. And I can't think of a person. And it's not to say like there's no one out there. It's just I'm
There's
literally
no
like I'm
women
literally like
out
in a
there.
cave. I'm like under a rock.
That's Ben's take. I am not. I'm not partaking in that at all.
No, I can like Jennifer Lawrence. There's like
Okay, all right. Here's
Doja Cat,
here's a
I guess.
Doja Cat. Yeah.
Here's a controversy about Jennifer Lawrence, and I love Jennifer Lawrence. I love how raw she is. I love how like
are we getting off track now?
no, we're not, because I'm trying to say like, is she trying to keep up that image though? Does that make sense, or is she being true to herself? Like just being like, yeah, whatever, this is me, ha ha ha.
I think she's a bit of both as well.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
See,
She's
bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been pretty quiet lately, though. Not gonna lie.
All right, let's not dive into her personal life, all right? So in conclusion, you want to find your groove and form an image that's easy, right? But still
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, going back to what I said about dressing the part. I try and find things that I like as well. Wait, what am I trying to say? So okay, no, going back to the point where you said that it wasn't out of my character when I showed you my Pinterest board of my
Yeah.
my
Oh,
clothing.
yeah.
Yeah, so like it's choosing something that is easy for you to achieve and something that isn't like gonna use so much effort. And, like
So it's not like
maintenance.
super
Yeah.
out of
But-
character.
Yeah.
But it's still, the idea behind it is to still enhance your image, right?
Right.
So I guess maximizing what's inside
Oh,
and
Wow.
showing it.
So
people.
enhance, don't contradict.
Yeah, don't contradict, just enhance. So it's like, what can you enhance? Like, okay. When you eat like, this is so Asian, so we're like closing off literally all our market. But when you eat like, what's those things? You eat something and you put salt on it.
Oh, like fruit,
Like you eat fruit, like you have
like
watermelon,
strawberries.
strawberry.
Yeah.
You put salt on it and it enhances it. So,
that's very,
but you get what I'm saying.
the Asian analogy.
You need to add a little salt to your life.
You,
add a
you
little bit of
boil
salt.
an egg and you put
Yeah.
salt on it.
That's pretty standard. No, it's like seasoning, you gotta add a little bit of
Yeah,
seasoning.
like
to
when
your
you
life.
paw, you get like chili salt and stuff.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
To make it sweeter.
Yeah, to make it sweeter. So just adding a little bit. You got to season yourself a bit. You can't just serve yourself
The way it
you're-
is, the way you are.
You're a steak. You don't want to be just a piece of meat.
You don't want to be undercooked.
You want to be seasoned. You want that salt and pepper.
Yeah, fine, let's-
All right, our analogies are like, fuck no, it's just
Yeah.
fucking good. So that's the end of episode 2, season 2. And please consider subscribing to our email list. It's where what's happening in the email list today, guys. It's about how ways you can make money and, you know, just a little bit passive income ideas that you could do.
So it's something we covered in the first step.
Something we covered in the first step.
Yep.
That's for July's kind of topic.
July.
And then
Awesome.
next month will be this episode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it'll be related to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to our episode today, guys. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you in our next episode. I'm Lindy.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Alex.
And
this is the Cold Drip Podcast.
Yeah.